first time I saw Danny, he looked so fragile. Those big blue eyes staring up at me. Kept on saying to myself time and time again, I'm a dad. I'm actually a dad. Izzy, my partner at the time, told me to cradle him, but I was too frightened. I didn't want to drop him. She just laughed and called me a daft sod. Holding Danny in my arms, what can I say? The best feeling ever. I've never really felt anything like it before or since. This tiny little man that I helped to create, his warmth, his beating heart, his giggly smile. He was the entire width and breadth of my world, right at that very moment. That was 17 years ago. Seems like just the other day, to be honest with you. When Danny was 10, me and Izzy split up. She found out she was a lesbian and went off with her yoga teacher, Sarah. I wasn't angry. Yeah, I was disappointed, but I wasn't angry. She'd had her life and I had mine. And if I'm honest with you, I suppose deep down I already knew about Izzy. It was old news, I suppose. Danny stayed with me. It was his choice. He never really got on that well with his mum. And he didn't like her girlfriend, Sarah. They wouldn't even speak to each other. I knew it upset Izzy. It upset her a lot. Because she doted on him. We both did. We were very close, me and Danny. Not like a father and son. More like best of best friends. It's quiet today. It's been a few weeks since everything happened. I let my son down. I know I did. He went off to John Moore's uni here in Liverpool. He was a bright lad. He was very keen on acting and performance and everything to do with the theatre. He didn't have many friends though, and it bothered me. I just put it down to him being a loner. He had one friend called Katie. She's a nice girl. Bit of a gamer like he was. They met at a Fallout convention at the Echo Arena. Nerds United, I call them both. He came out to me a few months ago. At first I thought, look, your wife was a lesbian and now your son's telling you that he's queer. And the only selfish thing I could say to myself was, why me? Why is it all happening to me? I don't deserve this. I know. Please don't judge me. It was just how I felt at the time. I really did feel like a bloody outsider looking in. He could see I was struggling a bit. But I also realised that it had taken a lot of balls to tell me. I told him he was beautiful. He was strong. And I was proud of him. That didn't stop me from feeling guilty about my own selfish feelings. But I didn't want Danny to know that. I was back to being dad. The way it should be. The thing is, I didn't know what was going on in Danny's head. I was told by his friend Katie that he was always struggling with everything and he felt that he'd let me down. Constantly saying that he'd let me down. I told her it wasn't true. Me and him, well, We were best friends now that everything was out in the open. Even his relationship with his mum and her girlfriend got better. But that didn't change the fact that he was in this emotional agony. This inner fight with himself. He felt that he couldn't talk to anyone. Even me. He didn't leave a note. I found him alone in his bedsit in Kensington. He'd been lying there a few days. It was his friend Katie that raised the alarm. They used to meet online every day. And it was just strange that he vanished without saying anything. I just felt numb when the police got hold of me. He'd taken an overdose. That's what they said. They didn't suspect foul play. The family liaison officer sat down with me for a few hours. A nice Irish girl called Melody. Then we talked about Danny for a few hours. Until I broke down and she made me some hot, sweet tea. After Danny's funeral in Anfield, Katie told me how he felt so alone. That not even she could get him away from his demons. Apparently he went to local counselling service and they couldn't help either. He said to her that he had to sort himself out, sort his head out, get back to a safe place, be happy with himself and who he was. She wanted him to get more help, but he didn't listen. He didn't want to listen. The truth is, everyone has let him down.